about ourselves. Sometimes, it's important to talk about our own spiritual life, our own spiritual growth. But we must not also forget that God has called us to love God first and to love our neighbors second.
Yeah.
As we love ourselves, we also must love ourselves. You can't love your neighbor if you hate yourself. But tonight I want to share some knowledge about this special military group in America. Because we can learn something from this military group. This is more of a manly kind of a message for the guys. So the girls just try and share with us. Now everyone say the word sweet.
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 Everyone say sweet. Sweet is actually a slang word that's being used in a military sense. It stands for the Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman. It's a special team that serves in the military, in the special forces. When you go and see movies about commandos, some of them will be sweet. Okay, they actually support the Navy SEALs. For the guys, you know what the Navy SEALs? There's movies called Navy SEAL. So they actually are the support team for the special forces. They actually manage the small inflatable boats with engines, and they bring the Navy SEALs in quickly for insertion, a military term, to bring it in and then to evacuate them. What's the word?
Extract.
Extract. If you play a lot of computer games, you also know this word.
So that's where it gets it.
So these are very highly skilled individuals. They must go into really high level of danger and take very, very big risk when they perform their duty. So you can't just have anyone join the SWIC. They need to be highly motivated. They need to be people that have a very strong focus and able to function in high stress situations. So the recruitment process is a very incredible process. I actually learned it from watching Discovery Channel. I never knew about this kind of training, that it was possible. And when I saw the documentary, I'm like, how is that possible? It's like impossible. In my mind, I wouldn't think it was possible for someone to go through that kind of testing. And that's just the test. That's not even the training. That's just the test to see if they can enter to the next level of training. Unbelievable what people can do. So I'll tell you what the training is about for the SWIC. Now, first they must, of course, apply for the program. Then they must pass a basic crewman training school. At the end of it, they have this test. They call it the tour. This huge test. And once they pass the tour, they'll enter the more advanced training, the crewman qualification training, before they can really become a SWIC. Okay? So,
no wonder if I can.
So it begins with the basic.
Bro, sorry. Semuanya ngerti gak sih? Bro, lo ngerti gak? Ngerti. Enggak, jangan malu kalau
Nyatet nih. Bilang.
Coba gue lihat catatannya. Kok gue lihatnya kayak Swike itu bukan Swike.
Oke.
Ngerti gak kalau kurang biar Nila yang translate.
Siapa mau translation?
Tapi kalau itu
Saya mau translation.
Oh yeah.
No, I want you to translate.
You can translate to you to Gina translate.
What do you translate?
Oh ya.
She's the translator. You just Google translate.
I just Google translate.
Oh ya?
Yeah.
It's okay. I was speaking. SWIC adalah tim.
Better go. I think Coba tanya dia dong.
Swick.
How to spell?
SWICK.
Oke,
Okay, shall I
ini
continue or?
Elton continue, kalau misalnya ada yang nggak ngerti langsung tanya aja ya.
Or langsung translate lah.
Ya, oke.
Okay. Why? My bubble size. Perfect.
Perfectly awful. That's a joke, an encouragement for him to learn.
So once they qualify to SWICK, they enter into the basic program. So the basic program is 2 weeks of learning the basics, and then they also have physical training. But as I said, at the end of 2 weeks, they have the special big test, the tour. Everyone say the tour. Now, this tour is there to see who can qualify to the next training. Okay, they have about 25 people on the documentary I was watching. And then they were testing all of them to the tour. Those who can complete the tour will go on. Those who give up, they will come out straight away. So the tour is a test, the successful to the failures. Okay. Now, this tour test tests everything. Their ability, their mental strength, their teamwork skills, everything is tested. And they also involve very little sleeping for long hours, very little eating, constantly exposure to the rain, to the sun, to the sea, to the pool, constantly. No shower, no break, no sleep. Okay? And consists of many things like swimming, navigational skills, using a boat, all those things. When I saw the documentary, I saw them do this. I saw them being pulled underwater in the pool, and then they get punched by the instructor, and they got to not give up. They got to stay and keep their breathing. And then if they give up, then they're out. I saw people give up. They just can't take it anymore. They can't keep their breath. And then they also have to sit on their bum and then walk like that up a hill. It's not very far, and then walk back down. And if you don't make it in that time, they're gonna do it again, and do it again, and do it again. Wow, incredible, luar biasa. And then they have to also run to the beach, and then swim around this point, and then come back in that time. And by this stage, 3 or 4 hours have gone already. The people are tired, so they can't make it to the time. The instructor say, try again. And then they would refuse to let them through until they finish at the time. And every time they do it, they get more tired, and more tired. But they still have to do better, even though they're more tired. Wow. I'm not thinking, how do they do it? Some people actually have to give up because they just cannot do it anymore. After that, after another few hours more, they have to lift up this heavy machine gun, and the instructors say, keep it up, don't drop it down. And everyone has to keep it there. And they stand there like how many minutes, and the people are shaking already, and the instructor is scolding them, come on, what do you think you are? You must be able to lift it up. Look at your brothers, they can do it, why can't you? And they just have to struggle. It's like their arms are like going to fall off. And this goes on for another few minutes. And after that, they have a practice mission. They have to pack up their bags, clean their guns, pack it all up, and then go on a mission to find and rescue someone. And then they enter into this place, and of course all the time they have machine gun noises everywhere, try and practice, simulate warfare. And then they reach the rescue spot, and then it's like a helicopter there with a lot of dummies. Dummies? Yeah? Huh? Yeah. And then after that, this is another 2-3 hours of trekking. They have to put the dummies into a, what do you call that, lift? The thing they lift wounded people. Stretcher. They're gonna hang on to the stretcher. These are dummies with real human weight. And again, they're gonna carry the stretcher for another few Ks. So they're really, really tired at that time. And after they gone to the location, the instructor said, okay, there's some water gallons over there. You must go and pick it up. And then after that, carry another few Ks to another location. So after the arms are like dead, they have to carry the gallon, And some of them were like dragging the gallons on the floor already. They just couldn't lift it. And then the instructor will come up to them, those who are slowest, they go, "Why are you so slow? Look at them, they are there already." And then they like force themselves up and then down. And at the time, some of them have pain already, an injury already, but they can't stop. They still have to go. Wow, look at that. I mean, I'm in my couch lying there. I feel so tired. Imagine how they feel. And this goes on for hours after hours after hours. You went for one night, through the whole day. Second night, you're still going through the test. So the test is, they're going to stand on the floor, and then their legs are on the fence, and again they can't put their legs down. Stand on their hands, don't come down. Once the leg comes down, the instructor will scold them, keep them up. Now at this point, some of them thinking, how much longer can I go? You know, I've gone for like how many hours, and some of them just cannot believe they're still doing it. At some point, some of them say their mind has switched off. The mind that says that this is not possible, my body cannot take it, has switched off. They're just listening to every instruction and just doing it. They've gone to another zone of physical ability. And this went on. Again, they have to go through another pulling into the water and bend punch test. And then they come out. Again, they're going to do another run. At the end, I think they're going to carry a big log of tree as a team. Carry another few Ks. And at the end, they stopped. And then they went to a room and they were awarded the medal. Out of 26 people or 25 people, I think 10 people left. Left about 15 people. Now, this test went on for 51 hours. Without sleep. Without time to rest or eat. They all did not believe, every one of them said they did not believe they could do it. But they did. What does that say about what we think we can do? Right. A lot of us think this is what we can achieve. Beyond that, too tired. I cannot. It's too hard. People use the word impossible. He can do it, but I cannot. But these people were stretched beyond their normal ability, way beyond, and beyond, and beyond what they think they could do. Amazing. When I watched that, I was like, wow, I feel so moved. You know, that inside the human body, we have so much capacity. You know, that we can achieve so much. And we don't know that we can. A lot of people are limited not because their human body is the limit, but because their mind is the limit. Today, I want to talk about a topic called drive. What is your drive? Like, what would drive someone to go through 51 hours of intense physical sufferings? You know, these people are living for what they're living for, to get this job as a military specialist. We want the top soldiers. That's their drive and passion. And that drive could keep them for 51 hours.